Thank you, Deputy Speaker, sir, for allowing me to speak on this important discussion on drought situation in the country. Deputy Speaker, sir, I seek your permission to speak from this seat.
Yes.
Deputy Speaker, sir, last week only we discussed the flood situation in the country, and now we are discussing the drought situation. And even when we are discussing the drought situation, the southern state of Tamil Nadu has not yet came out of flood. And the neighboring Karnataka is a state declared as drought hit states. And on the one part of the country, we are facing severe flood, and on many other parts of our country, we are faced with severe drought. This is a peculiar... Deputy Speaker, sir, please.
Please, order, please. You address, chair. Address, chair.
There's a disturbance, sir, that's why.
Oh.
And I was wondering, when this important discussion on drought is taking place, and after the 8 states which have been declared drought hit, 4 states are BJP ruled states. And I don't know why most of these members, especially from those states, are absent. And some honorable members who are present, they are also not showing any interest in this debate. So I'm sorry to state that. Sir, this is a peculiar and strange situation. On the one part, we are facing flood, and on the other parts of our country, we are facing drought. Karnataka is a neighboring state of Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka is declared drought hit state. And Tamil Nadu is even still facing flood. I would like to share my personal experience, how the whole country, the whole people have shown great consideration and solidarity with the people of Tamil Nadu. On Saturday, I was participating in a fund collection program along with DYFI, Democratic Youth Federation of India activists in Cochin, in the city of Cochin. And when we took out to streets for collecting funds, within 20 minutes, we could collect more than ₹1 lakh. Sir, Deputy Speaker, sir, this is not merely, this is not because of the long-standing brotherhood between the 2 states, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, but this is an example how the people of our country have come together at the hour of crisis, cutting across caste, religion, and all other differences. This is a glaring example, shining example of human solidarity. So coming back to the issue of drought, sir, 302 out of 676 districts of our country, 302 are facing such situation that successive crop losses are expected even in the Rabi season. 8 states have already declared drought. Deputy Speaker, sir, the June-September southwest monsoon recorded a deficit of 14% compared to normal. Second straight year of subpar rains after 2014 saw a deficit of 12%. Sir, this year, out of 640 districts, out of 640 districts, 302 districts have experienced a shortfall of 20% compared to normal. The second consecutive drought year, followed by unseasonal rains that damage our winter crops in March, April may cause a fall in farm incomes. Farmers are already affected by lower prices of key crops like wheat, rice and cotton. Our country is faced with a poor winter crop as a lack of soil moisture and deficient northeast monsoon has affected the planting of wheat, rice and cotton. Sir, according to your data released by the Agriculture Ministry a week ago, that data shows rabi sowing is lagging by more than 18% compared to the normal area. Planting of wheat is lower by 28%, sir, 28%. And that of pulses is down by 9% and oil seeds by 12%. A failed winter crop would mean fourth consecutive crop failure for majority of Indian farmers. Sir, this distress caused by repeated crop failure is seen in rising numbers of farmer suicide. In Telangana, one of the most affected states, 1,713 suicides had taken place from June last year till date. 1,713 farmers have committed suicide. And, sir, in Maharashtra is a BJP-ruled state. In Maharashtra, according to a RTA response by the State Revenue Department, I'm quoting from the RTA response given by the State Revenue Department, 2,234 farmers have committed suicide between January and September this year. Between January and September this year. So, I don't want to go into details of all other states. Despite manipulating NCRB data, National Crime Records Bureau data, to show that the farmer suicide is actually coming down, despite this manipulation, the fact remains that the farmer suicide is increasing. And it's unfortunate that the Honorable Agriculture Minister, he's a nice man, very down to earth, and I respect him. Despite being a nice man, the wrong ideology and policy carried by him forced even him to justify this farmer suicide by saying that all those farmers who have committed suicide have committed this because of love failures. Deputy Speaker, sir, these thousands of farmers have committed suicide not because of love failures, but because of failure in their life. That is why. So, this is the grim situation we are facing today. This situation could also push the agricultural growth to negative territory from an already dismal 0.2% in 2014-15. The Prime Minister is talking about even today. I came to see a statement from the Honorable Prime Minister that the government is making all efforts to ensure inclusive growth. If 60% of our farming community, 60% of our farmers are left out of your growth trajectory, what kind of an inclusive growth can we can expect, sir? So the Prime Minister is talking about inclusive growth, and the farmers, on the other hand, they are committing suicide. According to NCRB data, a farmer committing suicide in every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, a farmer is committing suicide. So what kind of an inclusive growth is this? Sir, what is the response of this government to this alarming situation? No contingency plans have been put in place, and farmers are not even getting appropriate compensation for crop losses. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister while he replies. The 8 states, out of the 8 states, 6 states have sought a central assistance of rupees 20,000 crores. And I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, what is the status of the release of central assistance? How much the government has already released? Sir, this will, despite affecting the agricultural growth rate, this will further worsen price rise. Sir, in the context of galloping prices of pulses, even as farmers are getting the meager MSP, consumers were forced to pay more than 5 times of MSP. More than 5 times of MSP, the consumers are forced to pay for pulses. Sir, large traders are raking in profits at the expense of peasants and consumers. In the last 2 months, on an average 4 million tons of pulses must have been consumed by the people of our country. Even if we assume that the farmer received rupees 40 per kilogram, given the prevailing prices of tar and arhar, the traders were making a huge profit of rupees 180 per kilogram. Why this is happening, sir? Noted journalist and Magsaysay Award winner Sainath has written a book, and the title of that book is Everybody Loves a Good Drought. And it seems that this government and their corporate friends are loving a good drought. The corporate funds of this government are making huge profits when the country is hit by drought. Sir, Adani, Wilmar, so I'll be taking only 5 more minutes. Adani,
he's speaking nicely.
Wilmar, thank you, sir. Adani, Wilmar, Tata, Birla Reliance, ITC, all these corporate agribusiness are major players in this sector. So they are making profits at the expense of farmers and consumers. Suddenly the government, government relaxed the norms of stock holding only to benefit these corporates. And these corporates who had paid large sums for the election campaign of the present ruling party, now they are making 10 times of profits for the help they had extended at the time of election.
Good return.
Yes, good return on investment, handsome return on investments. Sir, I'll be concluding in 2-3 minutes, sir. So what is the response of this government to this alarming situation? No contingency plans. I agree that tackling flood is a bit difficult, though that could be addressed, but it is a bit difficult compared to tackling drought. But drought can be addressed in a much easier way than flood. The government, in addition to short-term measures, should take some long-term measures, including enhancing public investment in agriculture. Sir, public investment in agriculture, a major share of public investment in agriculture goes to irrigation. But in the last 20-25 years, especially after in the post-liberalization period, since the government has increasingly withdrawn from public investment under various regimes, this investment in irrigation is badly affected. So that is still, after 68 years of our independence, still our farmers are left at the, sir, I'll, two more minutes, sir. Two more minutes.
Finished.
2 more minutes, sir. Even after 68 years of our independence, our farmers, 60% of our farmers are left at the mercy of monsoon. Is it not a shame, sir? So, this is because of neglect of agriculture at large and irrigation in particular. Sir, the government should provide immediate income support to farmers, increase spending through rural roads and MGNREGS. This government has reduced budgetary allocations for MGNREGS. The government has unleashed an attack against MGNREGS. The government should reverse that wrong policies.
Okay.
Sir, I'm concluding, sir. Even the farmers are not getting compensation for crop losses. There should be a comprehensive insurance scheme for farmers. The present prevailing insurance scheme only covers bank credit. That helps only banks. So as long-term measures, these are my suggestions. As long-term measures, crop insurance scheme, and an important issue is lack of institutional credit. And National Commission on Farmers, headed by famous agricultural scientist Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, had suggested institutional credit at not more than 4% rate of interest. And on the previous day, I had asked a supplementary question to the Honorable Minister of Finance, and the Honorable Minister of Finance replied, he evaded that question and gave an evasive answer. Okay. So the government is not ready to implement the NCF, National Commission Farmers recommendation. I would like to know specifically from the Honorable Minister whether the Honorable Minister will assure this House that the government will implement the Swaminathan Commission's recommendation of 4% interest rate. Sir, I'm concluding, sir. So what is needed today is reversal of wrong policies emanating from neoliberal policies. And the government is always making tall claims about making India a superpower. All these claims are being made time and again. Sir, how this country can be made a superpower? By leaving behind 60% of our population, farmers and agriculturists. So, my request is that what is the need of the hour is to put in place correct policies. Correct. And abandon and reverse your wrong policies. Whether the Honorable Minister can give an assurance regarding this. With these words, I conclude. Thank you very much.